does that mean?
All right, now, what we're... I'm so tired of y'all. All right, what we're going to do with our two different colors is we are going to highlight and or mark what they give us because Emilio did not help us last period. Oh my gosh. When we highlighted what they gave us, it helped us see it better, right?
Sure.
Do you remember last period? Okay. Everybody look at...
You don't mind, but it's fine.
Amen. Okay. Yes, I am. It's recording. Can't wait to... It's because I can't plug it in. Can't wait to show Ms. Jenkins that. All right, now. They give us LK and LM, correct? So let's highlight LK. And let's highlight LM. Sorry that you can't see this really bright color on the projector. Now, it asks us, on A, it asks us to find JK. Based on what we know, how would we find JK? Opposite side. So what's JK? What's JM? Okay, let's move on to B. What do they give us in this one? All right, highlight that. They give us AC is 14, right? And they ask us for BD. What do we know about the diagonals of a rectangle? So if AC is 14, what's BD? So you should write 14 right there. And what would EC be? All right, fantastic. Let's move on to problem C. This is a great problem. And isn't this like what we just did? Fantastic. So now, it asks us for X. It gives us this angle, right? Okay. And then it asks us for X, Z, Y. How do you think we would find that? Subtract 23 from 90. Take a point. X, Z, Y, you would subtract 23 from 90. Now, with that information, how would we find WVZ, which is that big angle in the middle?
Opposite interior angles.
Yep. Yeah, you'd put 23 in this one. And then what is this angle right here? 23. And we're looking for this one, right? So as Logan was telling us, and he's going to take a point for that, you would do 23 plus 23 plus X equals 180 because it's a triangle. Make sure you do that. That's for this part right here. So right here, we should have 23 plus 23 plus X equals 180. If you need to fix it, fix it. And hustle up buttercups because we are turning this in today. No, pumpkin. You have to find X, right? Okay. Go team. Now, I have a question to ask you guys. Do you see, let's look at E for a second. Do you see these two things right here? What are those called? But what part of the rectangle is this? That's a side, right? And do sides ever equal 90? Do they ever equal 180? Stop adding them up and setting them equal to those. Stop doing it. That's only for what?
Let's go. Yeah, right?
Yes. Take a point. Because you would set these equal to each other, as Heather said. That's for E. Now D, it gives us this middle angle. And we can use that angle to find all of the other angles. It's amazing. It asks us for JKM and MJL. Now, if this is 72, that means that this is X and this is X. X plus 72 is 180. Use that to find all of your other angles. Not at this very moment. Just know that's what you're going to do. Let's look at problem F. It gives us RT, and what else does it give us? US. Now, did anybody go through and do this same process last night where you highlight what they give you?
I did. I mean, I kind of did with it.
Well, you can't really always see it with a pencil, right? So you should use what? Markers. Why do you think our notes are in markers so often? Good. Take a point. Did it help you when you did that? Well, do you think it would have helped you had we done the note card with the rectangle thing first?
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of helped me when I was doing this. Like the ones I did do, it helped.
Yeah? Because you're able to see it, right? And math is a very visual thing. Now, what do we know about RT and US? So what would you do with those two links? Fantastic. All right, let's look at G. This gives you SW and WT. What do we know about those halves of a diagonal? They are congruent. So what would you do with the two links? Set them equal. Fantastic. You need to hustle up and finish, and then we're going to talk about how to cut it. Ready, set, go. Thanks, guys. What? Did you even look at it
I
yet?
did 8.
Oh.
Love G.
Whoa.
That was the one that
Whoa.
it took me.
I still don't know how to do G, but it's
Wait, did I do it right? I need you to put my teacher.
Baby, you just do x plus 72 on D. Okay? So then that's gonna give you this angle, okay? Once you have this angle, that tells you this bottom angle. It also tells you this angle, and it tells you this angle, and it tells you that top angle, because you just subtract them from what?
180.
No. 90, because they're right angles everywhere.
So x plus
72 equals 180. There you would set it equal to 180. And then after you get that, you would subtract it from 90 to get this top one.
Okay.
It's congruent to this one, right? Because they're alternate interior. Would it help you if I labeled all the X's? This one's X. There's another X. Where is it?
Correction. All juniors should be headed back to their second period class. All juniors should be
J.
headed to their second period class at this time. So please check your agenda.
Yep.
Thank you.
Same thing.
I get right.
You did. Yes, very good. Super proud.
Yeah.
Wait, so was that right?
Uh-huh.
When it says find the W, I got
What letter, baby? Come on. G.
I got 11. I don't know if that's right. I said it'd be equal to a other, and I got X equals 2.
And then you plug it back in, right?
I don't know what it's
Either way, you should get the same thing because they're congruent. So if you plug it into SW, 3 times 2 is 6, 11 minus 6 is 5. So VW would be 5. And then SU, what would the entire length of the diagonal be? Yep. Alright, now H, they give you part of the diagonal, and then they give you the entire diagonal. But what do we know about HF? It's congruent to what? DH, that top one. And don't we know what HF is? What is it? Alright, so if HF is 2x minus 1, what is DH? And then it gives us the entire diagonal, right? 7x minus 35. So what would you do with the two parts? Yep, add them together and set it equal to 7x minus 35. Alright, finish it. When you're ready to start cutting it out,